Yop tout le monde, comment allez-vous? Et oui, ça fait un bail, ça va faire une semaine qu'on s'est pas vu, hein. Et aujourd'hui, on va se retrouver pour sur Genshin Impact, hein, pour pas changer à d'habitude. Et on va faire la quête suivante, aventure littéraire. Alors, j'ai charbonné hein, pendant ce temps-là. Je suis passé, je sais pas combien on était de niveau d'aventure avant, mais maintenant je suis niveau 27 d'aventure. Et normalement, je crois. Attendez, je sais plus à quelle quête on devait le débloquer. Bon, 29, je dirais 25. Ouais, 25. Et depuis le temps que je suis passé au niveau, pour avoir la mission, j'ai charbonné à mort pour monter mon niveau d'aventure et pouvoir faire les quêtes plus facilement. Ah ouais, quand je vous le dis que j'ai charbonné, c'est que j'ai vraiment charbonné, hein. Ensuite, j'ai fait des invocations, j'ai eu quelques personnages, hein. Le dernier coup, on avait que Barbara et puis Noël. Là, j'ai réussi à avoir Facial et puis Facial, Shining et puis Sucrose. Que je sais pas à quoi elle sert, hein. C'est pas à quoi du tout elle sert. Du coup, je l'envoie en expédition.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingce village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books?
Encore un nouveau personnage, mais ça va faire ça en fait. Qui est-ce que c'est encore?
Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingce and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth? My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Yo 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 yo. Quand je vous dis qu'on s'embarque dans des histoires pas possibles, c'est qu'on s'embarque vraiment dans des histoires pas possibles.
Here they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. It's super duper interesting.
Hop, on prend ça. Et on doit aller où? Où est-ce qu'on doit aller? Ici. Ouais, j'ai même pas pris aucun checkpoint ici. Bon, du coup, on va en prendre un, hein. Comme ça, en même temps, on va choper les checkpoints. On va choper les checkpoints. Comme ça, je pourrais me TP pour si jamais au prochain truc, une prochaine mission, on sera ici, au moins on sera fixé là-dessus. Hop là. On est à 208 mètres. C'est bizarre, j'ai jamais venu ici, mais tu m'étonnes. Tu m'étonnes que j'ai jamais pris les checkpoints, je suis jamais venu là. Je connais pas cet endroit. Ah, je pensais qu'on pouvait passer à travers la cascade, mais non. Et non. Ça va être chiant à monter. Y'a pas un moyen plus simple pour pouvoir passer de l'autre côté? Et en même temps, tu m'étonnes que je suis jamais venu ici. Si c'est vraiment la merde d'aller chercher les checkpoints. Bon. On va réussir à monter. Oh non. On va faire une petite pause là. C'est bien, on va y aller progressivement. Hop, on recommence. On remonte. Oh non, tu vas pas me dire que je peux pas monter par là? Non, c'est une... Non! Oh, c'est une grosse blague. Attendez. On va jouer stratégie. On est vraiment en train de jouer la stratégie pour pouvoir monter une falaise quand même. Hein. Et en plus, il y a une quête. Oh là là. Bah ouais, bah gentil la surprise, hein, merci. Faut encore que je monte. Combien de temps je vais prendre pour monter ça encore? Oh. Allez, allez, allez. On va y arriver. Allez, Charles, tu peux y arriver. Et hop, je vais te faciliter la tâche. Tout ça pour ça. T'es qui toi? Ok, c'est... Ok. Il a disparu. Mais il est encore là. Si. Mais non, toi, sors ton aigle. Où est-ce qu'il est maintenant? Faut l'enchaîner, il faut le buter. Allez, tant qu'il est au sol, faut l'enchaîner. Tu vas pas disparaître encore, c'est mort. Tu m'échapperas pas. Voilà. Bon, c'était pas la mission qu'on devait faire, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Bon, elle est où notre mission? Ah oui, c'est vrai, faut que je monte ça. Oh, j'ai pas un moyen plus simple? Du coup, comme je suis monté par ici. Ah bah si, on va passer par là. Tiens, mange-toi une tête, toi. Oh merde, j'avais oublié ce plusieurs. Bon, on va utiliser la petite technique, hein, le petit combo parfait là. J'ai remplacé Amber et puis Lisa pour ça. On peut faire un combo de taré avec eux. Les deux là, c'est combo taré. Après Lindis, bah on s'en fout. Hein. Et Keia, j'ai pas trouvé de remplaçant donc. Je vais peut-être prendre une Noël ou. Et pour l'instant, on va faire avec. Du coup, moi, je vais n'importe où. Hein. J'essaye de monter. De base, il faut monter la montagne et je vais n'importe où. Oh, il repleut. Non mais sérieux, c'est quoi ça? Bon, on va récupérer le coffre en même temps. Non, je suis trop bas. Oh, ça va passer quand même. Et pourquoi? Ah d'accord. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? Non, non, non. Je suis chaud, s'il te plaît. Tu peux aider? Oh merde. Ouah, mais c'est le caca ici. Attendez. C'est crottin de cheval. Qui s'est fait emprisonner, c'est con, hein. Alors toi... Alors toi, tu vas mourir. Si toi tu meurs... Non mais... Laisse-moi le taper. Quand je vous dis qu'électrique c'est trop fort. Ah et vous venez pas d'elle. D'accord, donc du coup je dois vous buter aussi. Non, encore un. Ok, tu vas mourir. Oh non, il y en a encore, non mais c'est quoi ça? On va peut-être choper un coffre. Oh, deux. On fera ça plus tard, hein, c'est bon. De base, on n'est pas là pour ça, on est là pour faire la mission qui est là-bas juste au-dessus. Oh, et puis, oh là là, et puis le temple. Ah bah oui, bah, c'est normal que je l'ai jamais faite, parce que pour débloquer le temple, il faut faire ce qu'il y a en bas. Bah j'ai pas mon temps, je sais pas. Non, non, vous m'avez pas vu, vous m'avez pas vu, vous m'avez pas vu. Non, non, mais c'est pas moi, hein. Je vous jure, c'est pas moi. Hein. Au revoir. C'est pas moi, allez, salut. Bon, je sais pas ce qu'il faut descendre un petit peu là. Salut. Ah oui, bon, on a débarqué directement comme ça, nous. On n'a pas le temps, tu vois.
The heavens are smiting me to smithereens. And what do you want?
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then, to pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them, and now they're gone. Gone, I tell you. It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can... Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go!
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd?
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There is a title I haven't heard in a long time.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. But over time, it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels, and sparked a plethora of imitation works. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare.
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one and only remaining treasure.
Hey, Chang. You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
Oh, you again. But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
You...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age. Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me. And you, Chang, you're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please, just take this book and leave me in peace.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here.
Alors, après avoir emprunté trouvé le... Oui, sérieux lui, il se barre comme ça au calme. Fait preuve de respect, non? Hop, ça nous fait encore un petit peu d'XP d'aventure en plus. Et toi aussi, tu vas me faire un peu d'XP d'aventure en plus. Voilà. Alors, il y a un saut géo ici, mais où? Il est là-dedans, le saut géo? Ah oui, il est là. Je l'ai vu à la dernière minute. C'est du saut géo. Il y a un autre saut géo là-bas en face. Et après ce que je vois, il faut que je reprenne le téléporteur. Hop là. Il est remonté là tout en haut. Ouais, regardez, le saut géo il est juste là. Ouais, on peut monter. Oh, c'est dommage, je croyais qu'on pouvait monter de là-dessus. C'est grave dommage. Bon, est-ce qu'on peut monter? Non, je parie que non, voilà, c'était sûr et certain. Oh là là, on va devoir sauter de la montagne pour monter là-haut. Bon, bah j'ai la flemme. Salut toi. Alors tu te barres comme ça?
So, you like reading, huh? Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No
Ouais,
wonder this
c'est
book
incroyable,
is so
ça.
highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection. Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. I still need to work out the details. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball clan? I meant Goohua clan. That's what you goofballs call it, right?
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Bon, on va vous manger, c'est bien.
Quoting proverbs at me, you buff.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten is one.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
Allez, on va le
I may
manger.
be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Oh, great speech. But now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
Ah, tu vas mourir. Regarde, c'est simple. Tu vois, on va arriver. Oh, merde. Ah, j'étais pas au courant qu'on allait... Ah ouais, merde. Ah, oh, il est cheaté elle aussi. Ah ouais. Bah en fait, c'est parfait pour remplacer Keia ça. Pourquoi je l'ai pas eu? Où est-ce qu'elle est? Où est-ce qu'elle est? Arrête de fuir. Allez hop, t'es mort. Alors, on a du mal? T'es mort. Alors?
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision.
Là c'est con
You
hein.
won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too
Toi non
much to
plus.
hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Maltai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your...
Wow. So that's how that turned out. This whole passage is just... extraordinary.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying! Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face! Fine. But, as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him. From now on, he shall be known as... Guhua Geek!
Bon, qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire maintenant? Connais tes ennemis. Où est-ce qu'il faut aller? D'accord. Bon, je suis débile. Attends, j'étais dessus en plus et je me TP pas quoi, c'est n'importe quoi. Hop là. Ouais, on va leur rendre une petite visite apparemment. Une petite visite dominicale, ça fait pas de mal. Oh, c'est mignon, on va leur rendre visite. Ils vont être contents, vous inquiétez pas, ils vont kiffer. Ils vont kiffer! Bon, par contre, ma PS4, elle a du mal. Hein. C'est bon. Non, 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 là, ça va pas être assez pour monter tout en haut. Pourquoi je monterais par là alors que je pourrais passer par là? C'est beaucoup plus court. Oh là là, la stamina! J'utilise pas correctement ma stamina, c'est pas cool ça. Salut toi.
What if Master finds out?
Hop là.
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
Urgent business?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone. No, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinya Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Ah, pour la soudoyer comme jamais.
My master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his mind when he's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator.
Ça a bien marché.
Is that so? Now Paimon knows not to let your wily ways get the better of her in the future. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui. In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Shinue kiosk.
Allez,
This business is booming at the Shinue kiosk.
on doit aller où
No
maintenant?
one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what
500
kind of
mètres, c'est
shady
juste à
business
côté, ça
they're
va.
up to, we better be careful.
Oh, mon PC pète un câble. Oh, il y a un coffre là. Non, tombe pas. Alors quand... Oh là 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 là. Recharge ta stamina. Est-ce que je peux au moins grimper? Non, même pas. Non, c'est une grosse blague. Je veux ce coffre. Comment ça se fait que je peux pas l'avoir? Je le veux, j'ai dit. Je l'aurai. Je l'aurai un jour, je l'aurai. Non, bon bah tant pis. Alors là, il faut que j'aille où? C'est en haut ou en bas? En haut.
I understand. I do. Please, do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
Ah, bah c'est le gars qu'on avait tout à l'heure.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't, but it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know...
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So,
On a
Mr.
tout
Gentry
entendu.
outside is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Gulag Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
On a tout entendu. Et on doit sortir de là. On va se TP, ce sera beaucoup plus rapide. Non, par contre, des fois, comment ça s'appelle? Les commandes sur PS4 sont assez buggées. Hein. Et loin l'idée que ma PS4 elle rend l'âme, c'est pas ça le problème, c'est juste que des fois c'est mal optimisé. Allez. On a une demi-heure de live pour l'instant, ça va, c'est réglo pour l'instant. Mais t'es toujours là, toi?
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They, my liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us? Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Paimon!
Aïe aïe aïe. Encore le doigt aller où? Mauvais présage. Alors, bon, c'est à côté, ça va. Non, il n'y a pas de coffre ici, non. Toujours pas. Toujours pas. Juste à côté. Pourquoi je suis parti par là? Yo!
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can we actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Leo Lee Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment.
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Please, this way.
Bon. Oula, c'est long à charger.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liu. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that!
Of course, we are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and eat there for a whole month!
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's all you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other trifling matters. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world.
Oh là 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 là, on est parti dans des histoires pas possibles. Bah alors. Oh là là, c'est vrai que le chargement sur PS4 il est long. Ah, je vous ai déjà parlé que c'était long. Je charrie, mais c'est chiant, c'est embêtant quand même.
First the sellers in the city, then the chasm, and
Wow! Excuse-moi de te couper la parole, Paimon, mais attends. Bon. PS4, qui t'arrive? C'est bon. Ouais, il y a 3 endroits, mais ça va, ils sont proches. J'allais dire eux, on va encore douiller. Acheter des cœurs de lapis.
Hi. You want all my core lapis? Well, that's sad. None are in writing. The buyers. Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Seems business trends are about to change and... Oh, nothing. Just talking to my... Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the industry. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will continue to do business with...
Salut toi.
Good day, my friend.
Je voudrais
My
tous les cœurs de
apologies,
lapis.
but I'm out of stock at the moment. Please try again next time. Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products. No, that I still have. Although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. I don't... Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? No. Give me a second to think. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign for it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
Du coup, il n'a pas voulu nous vendre leur cœur de lapis. Et pourquoi je dois aller en dessous? Comment je fais pour aller en dessous? Bon bah, on doit trouver le raccourci. Salut toi. T'es un fleuriste, comment tu peux avoir des cœurs de lapis?
Keep your voice down. All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can get what you need, both legitimately and not so legitimately.
Non mais tranquille,
All
t'inquiète.
of it would be far more than you actually want. Feiyun Commerce Guild? Well, why didn't you say so? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted line.
This is going well. Everything's so much easier when you've got stacks of Mora. Next stop, the chasm.
Oh ouais. Donc on a dépossédé tous les gens de Lure des cœurs de lapis. Il faut aller ici. Oh. Vous êtes casse-pieds. J'ai pas de TP si j'ai celui-là. J'ai juste ce TP là, mais c'est tout quoi. Et encore les temps de chargement super longs de PS4. Si le jeu sort sur PS5, j'espère qu'il n'y aura pas ce problème là. Hein. Parce que je vous jure, les temps de chargement entre la version PC et la version PS4, c'est atroce. Il faut aller là-bas. Alors, est-ce qu'on va réussir à passer tout ça? Normalement, oui. Ah, j'adore les 319,14 kilobits. Waouh. Merci Orange qui me fournit cette fibre qui bug beaucoup de fois en ce moment. Incroyable. Salut vous. Hop, tapez-moi. Non, venez pas m'embêter. Ouais, je m'en doutais. On met une tape. Bon, tu vas mourir quand, toi?
Insubordination.
Bon, tu vas mourir? Voilà. Bon, on est arrivé. Salut, toi.
Hello there. Are you in charge of the core lapis here?
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. I hear the Feiyun Commerce Guild has been buying up all the core lapis stock in Liyue Harbor. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right. The original buyer's price was already quite high, so... The best I can do is 7 million mora.
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 more on the rest of Liyue's stock put together.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying, please leave me alone.
D'accord que les affaires soient les affaires, mais quand même.
We'll pay, even if it is a ridiculous price. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. I don't want any trouble with the guild. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. Several carts were ambushed by hilly churls. I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, I can't sell them to you either.
Peut-être pas compris, hein.
Maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away. Oh, yes, of course. I mean, I do hope to carry on doing business in Liyue in the future.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose. Come on.
Allez, let's go. Bon. D'ailleurs, j'ai marqué cet endroit. Ah bah non, j'ai déjà marqué sur la carte. On va récolter un petit peu. Hop, technique pour récupérer plus facilement les ressources. Faites une charge sol. Hop, ça casse d'un coup. Et le mieux c'est quand vous avez tu sais, des personnages avec une épée lourde. Ça marche encore mieux. Non, je voudrais quitter. Hop.
Oh yeah! Make a note.
Alors, et de 1. Ah, c'est des petites charrettes comme ça, d'accord. Il y en a une autre là. Faut encore trouver 3. Encore 3. Hein. 3 charrettes. Où est-ce qu'elle pourrait être la charrette? Hop. Bah là. Ici. Attendez. Non, toi tu m'auras pas. Ok. Ah, d'accord. Hop, 3 charrettes. Il n'en reste plus que 2. Il a fait déjà celle-là, celle-là. Pardon. Comment tu peux voler, toi? Non. Là, on est en train de sortir de la zone. On rentre dans la zone. On est sorti de la zone. Ah, il m'en a signalé un. Parfait. Ah non. Ah non, c'est juste pour dire, oui, là tu t'éloignes de la zone, c'est pas bon. Mais arrête, il est quand même. Monde de mal poli. Bon, Fashion, j'ai besoin de toi. Ça n'empêche, waouh. J'ai ratatine en 2-2. Et le dernier. On pourrait être le dernier. Là-bas, je pense. Oui, là. Et hop, c'était le dernier.
That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Ah ouais, toi t'as la dalle, hein. T'as vraiment la dalle. Hop, encore du minerai. Peut toujours servir pour plus tard. Oh, encore du minerai. Coucou, minerai. Hop. Encore du minerai ici. Hop. Ici, du minerai. Hop. J'adore cet endroit. J'ai pillé plus souvent.
Here, we've made a note of the cart's locations. All 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Je sais pas si ça sent très clair.
Dusted! Yeah! Paimon's got a knack for this business malarkey, don't you think? Now for the final stop on our core lapis crawl.
Ouais. Bluff ou pas, c'était chaud quand même. Alors maintenant, il faut que je retourne à... Faut que je vais où? Faut que j'aille où? Wouah. Ah ouais. Ah, pas le temps. D'ailleurs, j'aime. Si j'ai été là pour prendre le truc, mais je sais plus à quoi ça ressemble. Salut toi. Ah ouais, c'était la ville de tout à l'heure ça. Avec le fameux toit là-bas. Là. Hop, on va prendre le livre. Il y a quoi dedans? Oh, du mora. Non, il y avait une fleur de l'aventurier. De l'autre côté, il y a autre chose. Bon, c'est pas mal hein, ce que j'ai fait. On va attendre un peu. Là, c'est bon. Salut toi.
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, Gentry mount-sized thugs have been mysteriously absent for a while now. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again.
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off, and even then I'm only breaking even.
Oula.
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? I can't believe it. I would, but Gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Faites-moi confiance.
Okay then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
À force de mal aller, tu vas bien.
Thank you. thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Ouais, ouais. Alors c'est où déjà la galerie marchande là? Ah oui, ça a livré. Faut descendre, faut descendre. C'est pas à livrer. Et j'ai pas pris de... Oh là 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 là. Non, pourquoi je me suis téléporté là? J'aurais pu me téléporter là-bas au plus haut, comme ça j'aurais pu me téléporter plus... Oh là là. Mauvaise manip de ma part. Je suis pas très intelligent tout ça. On aura peut-être fini avec la quête d'ici là. Ouais, c'est pas très intelligent. Oh la carte, oh, la carte en haut, à gauche, elle a bugué un moment. J'ai regardé le rendu, ça a vraiment bugué, tout est devenu vert. Je fais... Voilà, ça marchera mieux comme ça. Salut toi. En même temps, j'en profitais pour faire régénérer mes persos. Voilà. Pourquoi le point il a disparu? Non, c'est bon. Je croyais qu'il y avait eu un problème. Juste assez d'endurance pour pouvoir atterrir jusque là. Et encore toi, mais en plus t'es bizarre toi, t'es toujours dans tes bouquins. Et aujourd'hui t'es pas dans tes bouquins.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it! We're the ones who've been doing all the work! What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Divine Halberd, an ominous sword. Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai. How?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. And it is thanks to your help that everything will play out just as I had foreseen.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair. So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, It is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush. Master, if you please, seize their Corlapis.
Oh bah toi tu vas mourir. Toi on va te tailler. Alors?
Body and mind.
Salut toi. Mais il est stylé ce perso, pourquoi on l'a pas?
Body and mind.
Hop. Salut toi.
Rain outlines your fate.
Je connais la mort. Wow, alors t'aimes pas hein?
Not good.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Can't run from death.
Chat est mort.
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off. The Corlapis is almost within our grasp.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master, everything I did with only one thing in mind. To complete the order.
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait. Master, wait!
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young woman, I am unscathed.
My lord?
You? You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan, and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine. Well, go on. Tell me, what will you sell it for?
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a malicious and calculated attack.
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Fine. Have it your way. I'll find the money somehow. Happy now?
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua geeking Xingqiu are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day, that was from your private vault?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation. Very droll. My family can always tell me from my handwriting. It's certainly one of my distinguishing features.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole time! Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off! Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry! Please don't hurt Paimon!
Oh merde.
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Ah! Save me! Save me! This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill!
Jokes aside, I have the two of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, you were a huge help. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much of I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The two of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped to have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
T'as tout compris.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Cheng the Ninth's palace, and not just his gratitude?
A reward? Well, that sweetens the deal somewhat.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
J'ai pas envie de te recroiser, toi. Tu vas pas me dire qu'il faut que je vais le ramener. Bon, bah, avant d'aller le ramener là. Oh merde. J'ai utilisé mon endurance pas correctement. Ouais, avant d'aller le ramener là, à son livre, on va déjà essayer de choper la balise en haut. La balise, la balise. Mais d'où tu pousses là, toi? C'est quoi comme fleur? Muguet bleu. J'ai jamais récupéré. Arrête de faire un petit peu chelou, toi. T'es bizarre, non? Allez. Oh non, tu vas pas me dire que j'aurais pas assez d'endurance pour aller en haut. Non, non, j'espère que j'ai pas fait ça pour rien. Et que je pourrais me caser à un endroit. Oui, ici je peux me caser. On va récupérer un tout petit peu. Et là, normalement, j'ai assez d'endurance pour pouvoir monter là ici. Arrête de faire tes bruits chelous, toi. Hop. Alors le point de TP, il est juste là en haut. Voilà. Bon, on est où ici, hein? Attendez. Ah ouais, on est où? On va récupérer le donjon là qui est en bas aussi. Tant qu'à faire, autant avoir 2 points de TP assez proches. Hop. Non, je vais pas rentrer dans le donjon, je veux juste l'avoir en tant que point de TP. Maintenant, on va aller... Alors, faut monter, faut monter, faut monter, faut... Oui, là, 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 là. Ah ouais, non, on va encore devoir remonter tout et tout redescendre, là. Oh là là, qu'est-ce que je déteste cet endroit. Et en plus, ce temps de chargement. Ce temps de chargement est atroce. Non. On va marcher tout doucement. Oh, un livre en plus. En fait, on peut passer par là. Pourquoi je vais m'embêter à escalader et tout alors que... Bah oui. Ouais, j'ai plus assez d'endurance pour monter les pauvres échelles, c'est quand même triste, hein. Non. Salut, on est de retour. On doit rendre ton livre.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this Corlapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old, and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity. My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing, nothing. That little rascal...
Ça sent le... Vous sentez ça là, cette odeur de caca là? Ouais. Attends, j'ai gagné des trucs du coup. On a des bouquins d'enseignement, ça je m'en doute. J'ai gagné quoi? C'est quoi ça? D'accord. Eh ben, vous savez quoi, regardez. On va s'asseoir ici, puis c'est sur ce qu'on va se quitter. On a fini une belle mission, c'est bizarre quand même, hein, pour se le dire. Très bizarre. Bon, bah, on va se laisser là-dessus, en plus la lumière s'allume, c'est magnifique. Et je vous dis à la prochaine pour un prochain live. À la prochaine.